Alright guys, welcome to another beer review. Looking like a greasy fat bastard today, because I am a greasy fat bastard. But today we're looking at the first of three beers which were kindly sent over by Max and Bryan and the rest of the crew from Yankee Kraut, based out of Ingolstadt in Germany. And I think these three beers that I'm going to be reviewing this week, if I remember to review properly and upload the videos properly, are all, at the time of recording this video, new releases that they've done. And yeah, I just got a package and it was like, that's interesting. Didn't state who it was from. I wasn't expecting any sort of beer packages. And then when I opened it, there were 6 beers, 2 of each of the 3 that you're going to be seeing this week. So first of all, massive thank you to the generosity of both Max and Bryan. I've said it time and time again, Yankee Kraut for me are one of the best German breweries at the moment, and one of the, I mean, yeah, there were craft breweries before them, leading the wave of the new wave of the German craft beer movement, but to be honest, there was a lot of sort of like steady IPAs and things like that of this like West Coast style, which although a lot of the breweries were doing them really well, it was just a bit, it's just another IPA, not to discredit them of course, but Yankee Kraut really stood out to me when I started looking at their artwork and drinking their beers, and I can't even remember how I got talking to the guys. I think they were just like, they saw a review of mine or something like that, and then every time I saw them at a festival, I'd pretty much just stay at their tent and they'd just shower me with lots of great beer, and they've done some absolutely fantastic different beers. And yeah, one of my favourite breweries within this still growing but influential German craft beer movement. And they're up there for me with the likes of Fullscreen, Frau Gruber. Who else is there? I'm so out of touch with the German movement since moving back to the UK. But yeah, whenever I get the opportunity to pick some stuff up, I'll always do it. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to go this year to Germany because of something that's keeping us all hostage at the moment. So yeah, massive thank you to the folks over at Yankee Kraut for sending this out to me. It really put a smile on my face when it arrived, because I was having a shitty day at work, let's leave it at that. So we're going to start off with Demolition can. Now I've already drank the other can of this. I pretty much drunk it on the day that I received the box, to be honest, just because I was really in the mood for a beer. And yeah, so this is a double dry hopped double IPA, clocking in at 8% ABV. And this is brewed with Citra Cryo and Idaho 7 Cryo, and awesome artwork on this. Because of the light coming through the window, you're probably not going to see this as well as you should do, but you should hopefully see the thumbnail. And I'm not sure if this is a job by... So yeah, I don't know if I got interrupted. I don't know if this is the artwork from Paul Gabrowski, who's done the usual artwork for Yankee Kraut, and really give them quite a nice identity. I think it might be, but I'll have to put that in the description if I can find out who the actual artwork is by. But best for dating this one is the 15th of May 2021, and yeah, Yankee Kraut in a 440ml can, bringing us some hazy goodness. So without any further ado, let's get this open and see what we get. I mean, Yankee Kraut, they brewed one of my favourite sort of like go-to German craft beer pails with Eden. That was just such a really nice, fruity, vibrant IPA before, the whole New England buzz was around it. It's very reminiscent of those sorts of styles. But yeah, could have done a bit of a better pour on this. But look at that, just beautiful. It's got got the cloudiness of honey with a little bit of apricot and peach in there, nice vibrancy. Three fingers worth of a knobhead Mersey Beers style pour, but we all love Adam for that, don't lie. And I didn't actually want to say that. That sentence I didn't actually want to say. Do you ever do that where you talk and you just think, why the fuck did you say it like that? But yeah, it's looking really nice indeed. So let's see what we get on the nose. Melon. You're getting a bit of peach. It's got soft sweet pineapple. There's an undercurrent of blood orange, nectarines, pink grapefruit. Very slight herbal edge to it, but it's like sweet, fruity, citrusy. Really nice, soft and pillowy. Interrupted again, but thanks to the wonders of modern technology, I can just pause a recording. This would have been take 3 now back in the old days. But yeah, it's sort of really nice. It's got a really nice sweetness to it, really nice vibrancy. But yeah, the more I smell it now, the more like a sweet, soft, citrusy aroma is coming through. It's a fruit bowl, fruit punch, fruit salad, whatever you want to say. Those buzzwords apply to the aroma of this. It smells really damn good, so let's give it a taste. Cheers, folks. Cheers, Max. Cheers, Brian. And cheers to the rest of the Yankee and Kraut family. Prost. Oh, this is good. That's really nice. You get a little bit more of a piffiness coming through on the flavour, but you still get those soft, vibrant, sweet, fruity tones. Not so much the stuff like mango, but stuff like pineapple, that sort of thing. A little bit of a peach character coming through. But it starts off soft and sweet, but there's a really almost resiny bitterness on the back end. That's lovely. Nice upper medium mouthfeel to it. Carbonation fizzles through nicely with that high quality Bavarian water in there as well. I have found there's a real distinctness, especially, with sort of like Austrian and German variations on like the New England style. Because there's just a really nice, there's a really nice softness to the water I found with this. And I think the most recent German sort of craft I can compare this to, not that I want to compare breweries of course, is the stuff that I picked up from Frau Gruber recently, who were like taking the craft beer world by storm. And I think Yankee and Kraut are up there with the best of the German craft breweries. I really, really do. I'm not just saying that because the beer was sent to me. If I didn't like it, I'd be saying I didn't like it. I'd be honest. I don't see the point of reviewers brown nosing when they don't need to, because brewers don't need to hear your false praise. Do you know what I mean? If there's a problem or you're not a big fan of it, vocalize it. Let the brewers know. Do you know what I mean? But then again, you shouldn't really be too hypercritical at the same time, as if you've been, literally pissed on by someone. Do you know, there's a fine balance to giving feedback, but yeah, Max and Brian, they know what they're doing. They've brewed some fantastic beers over the years. They really, really have. I think the only time that I sort of had a slight issue with beer from theirs was when it was part of their experimental series. It was like a Weizenbock, and I think there was a problem with the conditioning. But when I opened it, it gushed a little bit, and you could slightly, from what I remember, you could taste it. But I'm not just gonna not upload that review because it's a negative review. I think you need to post up negative reviews. It sounds like I'm trying to like defend myself from something. I'm not. I'm honest. Do you know what I mean? I'm not the most popular of beer tubers. Do you know what I mean? I don't get the biggest reach and that sort of thing. But yeah, sometimes I'll make a bit of a dick of myself on camera. There's a little bit of like a fake entertainment value. But I'll always be honest. I'll always be honest, whether it's a beer that I've bought, that I've spent loads of money on, or if it's a beer that's been kindly sent to me from a friend or from a brewery directly. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but at the same time, I'm not going to be a prick about it. And this, for me, is up there with one of the best Yankee Kraut beers that I've had. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't get to try their stuff often. I'm not sure if, because I know Beer 52 were importing their stuff. You could get the Apotheker. No, that's the pharmacy. I can't remember what that beer is called. I had the yellow label, but you could get stuff like Eden in bottles through Beer 52, and I'm so gutted I didn't pick like their whole stock up. And but yeah, the German craft stuff is just people within the circle that are obviously aware of it. They're going over to a place like Berlin, going to like the Muted Horn, Beer Bar. They're going to Stone's old premises before Brewdog completely ruined it with the. I mean, it still looks good with the spray paint stuff, but what Stone Berlin had, and the way it was set out, the decor and this grandiose, like, disused factory, just to become another Brewdog mural. But yeah, I mean, Mikkeller, they have a place in Germany. Do you know what I mean? It's such an Omnipio in Hamburg. We don't even have an Omnipio here in the UK. Do you know what I mean? We don't have a Mikkeller bar in the UK. So it's not just the German brewers who are, who should get the respect. It's people can see that you get a country like Germany with its traditional brewing heritage. I think it's the perfect place. And when I was living in Germany, I mean, that again, Thomas Schopper from Schopper Boy, he's been like brewing this stuff since like 2004, so it's not like it's a brand new thing for German brewers and breweries to try something new. Like Hans Peter, there's just loads of great breweries. It sounds like I'm name dropping, which I kind of am, not gonna lie. But yeah, I don't know what point I was trying to make. I'm just a little bit pissed off that I probably won't be able to visit Germany this year. But you get a taste of Germany when you drink German craft. There's just something about it. It's probably in me. It's probably in my head. It's probably, as Paul likes to point out, I'm overly romanticising the situation. But there's something very distinctly German about this beer. But I don't know, it's just, I'm tripping over my words, so I'm going to stop this video before I start going off on one, although I'm already off on one. But anyway, and I'm starting to get a bit sweaty now, it's getting a bit warm, so I think I need to cool down with a cigarette, to be honest. But this is damn good. This is really, really nice. They've done a great job with this. It's just got something a bit different about it, not just like the paint by numbers double dry hop double IPA in the New England form. There's something distinct about it. I'm getting a bit of like a passion fruit like tartness on the back end now. But yeah, this is, and again I'm comparing it to another brew, but this is up there with some of the best stuff that I've had from Frau Gruber recently. And yeah, Yankee Kraut going from strength to strength. And if you ever get the opportunity to try any of their beers, definitely worth it. some fantastic beers, and they're just great people in general. So I've had a little bit of a gush with this one. And by the way, you're not getting any hint of the 8% on this beer. So in terms of a rating then for the Demolition can double dry hop double IPA, I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. Lovely, lovely stuff. Great to see Frau Gruber in cans, although everyone's in cans nowadays. But yeah, lovely, lovely stuff indeed. And I've still got 2 more to review this week. Don't worry, I won't go off on as many tangents on the other 2 beers. I probably will. But yeah, massive, massive thank you to both Max and Bryan for not only the kindness of sending this over, but for the friendship. It's just been great to hang around with them when I've been over in Germany, and hopefully sooner rather than later that can happen again. But in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy these beers, and yeah, German craft, we need to get more of it in the UK. So I think UK importers need to pull their fingers out and start bringing over more German craft. Anyway, I've waffled on for way too long. Go check out Yankee Kraut. All of their social media links are down below. I've got quite a few reviews on the channel, so just search Yankee Kraut Clueless Drinker so you can have a look, because it's such a pain in the arse to put videos in playlists now with YouTube's new video manager. Stop changing it. Stop changing it, YouTube. Anyway, I think I'm probably going to have another Yankee Kraut beer a little bit later on. We're going to get some pizza and fried chicken from probably a really shitty takeaway, but hey ho. That's life. We're in lockdown. Rules have changed. Anyway, massive, massive thank you. Go check out Yankee Kraut. Go check out my other reviews. And yeah, massive, massive thank you to Max and Bryan and the rest of the Yankee and Kraut crew. Tongue twister. See you guys later. Cheers.